Namaskara. This is a drumbeat video for the conditional mood in Kannada. If you are not aware of conditional mood, please watch my video on conditional mood. But even without that video, you should be able to roughly understand this drumbeat exercise. Okay, the concept of drumbeat for those who have not watched my previous drumbeat videos. Idea here is to take 30 verbs, run all 30 verbs with one personal pronoun like nanu, right? And then go through all the 9 pronouns for the 30 verbs. So by doing that, you will get a drumbeat of the suffix because the suffix changes, the suffix of the verb changes according to the pronoun, right? Personal pronoun. So nanu will be martini for simple present tense. So it will be nanu martini, nanu nodtini, nanu heltini. So the tini keeps on coming, and that's the drum beat, and it will automatically register in your mind that nanu means tini, right? So that's the idea, this concept of drum beat. Now let's move on. Okay, a quick note on the conditional mood variations. Now, the reason we are doing drum beat is because there are changes in suffix based on the 9 personal pronouns, right? So that's what we have. For example, if we take tenses, for every personal pronoun, the tense suffix the tense suffix will change. If any of the tense suffix, if you take the simple present tense, for nano you'll have tini. For Nino, you'll have Tia, right? Then for Avanu, it is Tane, right? Avanu Madu Tane, like that. So for every personal pronoun of the 9 pronouns, the suffix changes, and that's why we are drum beating. Now, the 9 personal pronouns, they represent the various person, number, and gender. For example, Nanu is first person, singular, common gender. Ninu, second person, singular, common gender. Avanu, third person, singular, masculine gender. Only avanu, avalu has masculine, feminine gender, the variation, right? Adu is neuter gender, third person, neuter gender, singular. So like that, the 9 pronouns basically, you can, for each of the 9 personal pronouns, you can say what is a person, what is a number, and what is gender. Now for the conditional mode, these 9 personal, the suffix doesn't change, right, for these 9 personal pronouns. So then where is the variation? Why we have to drum beat? There are 3 variations with respect to the tense in conditional mode. One is the future conditional tense, which is madidare, if you do, right? If you do this, you will get money. So it is a future condition. Second variation will be past perfect conditional tense. Madi iddare. So this is madidare, this is madi iddare. So it's a slight difference. What does madi iddare means? If you had done. If you had done past perfect conditional, if you had done this work, you would have got a lot of money. Okay, that is your past perfect conditional tense. That is the variation. One more is a future conditional condition, future continuous conditional tense. Madutta iddare. If you keep doing, right? ನೀವು ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, right? ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗತ್ತೆ. If you keep doing this work, good things will happen to you. So this is your future continuous conditional tense. Now these are the 3 variations that we are going to drum beat just using nanu. We are not going to change the pronoun because the personal pronouns is the same. Meaning for all personal pronouns, it's the same suffix. For example, madidare will be the same for nanu, neenu, avanu, avalu, everything will be madidare. If I do, if you do, if she does, if he does, everything is madidare. Nanu madidare, neenu madidare, avanu madidare, avalu madidare, avaru madidare, everything is the same. So we'll just do it with nanu. Similarly, this past perfect condition ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ will also do it with ನಾನು. Similarly, ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ we'll do it with ನಾನು. Okay, that's your variations for the drum beat. Table format, how starting from the next slide you will see tables like this. First column is a spoken form, second column is an English meaning for this, third column is a written form, pure Kannada written form in Kannada script. So the spoken form is what I will drum beat. English form and the English meaning and the written form, you have to read it yourself. Okay, so from the next slide onwards we will start drum beating. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ನಡೆದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕರಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕುಡಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಿಡಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಾದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸತ್ತರೆ. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about is see the difference between madidare and nadidare. Madu, you will get madidare. Nadi, e ending, so nadidare. Similarly, sattare, sayu is a irregular verb, so you'll get sattare. So you have to get used to irregular verbs for this, for the conditional mode. Okay, how irregular verbs, how the suffix gets formed to irregular verbs, how the suffix get formed to verbs ending with e, right? How the suffix get formed for verbs ending with u. That is why we are doing this drum beat. So you have to understand that. Okay, let's move on. ನಾನು ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಲಿತರೆ, ನಾನು ಆದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೋದರೆ, ನಾನು ಬಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಿಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ, ನಾನು ನಕ್ಕಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅತ್ತರೆ, ನಾನು ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ಸಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇಟ್ಟರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಖರೀದಿಸಿದರೆ, ನಾನು ಮಲಗಿದರೆ. Okay. Now we are going to the second form, okay, which is if I had done, past perfect condition. Okay, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ನಡೆದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕರಿದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕುಡಿದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಾದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಿಂದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ನಕ್ಕಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅಂದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನಿಸಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಂದಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಖರೀದಿಸಿದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಮಲಗಿದ್ದರೆ. So I hope you understand the difference between if I had said and if I say. Okay, these are the differences. Okay, let's move on. This is the next variation. ನಾನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, if I keep doing, okay. ನಾನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕುಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಿಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ನಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ನುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆರ್ ನಾನು ಅಂತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಖರೀದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ನಾನು ಮಲಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ. Okay, so the drum beat ends here. Just a quick summary. So we have three variants, out of which the first and the second are more common. Third variant is not that much common. For example, madutta iddare, nodutta iddare. It's not commonly used in speech, but it's better to know that variant. So this is the conditional mode drum beat. Go through this video, try to understand the difference between how a madu gets changed and how a nadi, right? Nadi, kudi, how those verbs get changed. Depending upon the ending letter, the suffix changes a little bit. So you have to understand that, and that's why we are trying to drum beat it. Okay. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.